Like Darmela mentioned, there are some big changes that are coming to the Facebook ads library, to what's going on with Facebook and how you're running ads. And it's affecting literally every single person that runs real estate ads on Facebook. Now, if you don't follow what I'm going to say, you could end up with some issues and potentially even your account getting banned, which I can tell you from personal experience, having that happen to me in the past, it's quite a challenging thing to deal with. And if you don't know the workarounds and how to actually get your account back, you may never get your account back ever. So this is something you want to be very, very cautious about. But if you implement these strategies that I'm going to go through with you today, this is something where you can actually take advantage of these changes and come out on top. So essentially what I'm going to be going over, first, I'm going to talk about what the changes actually are, how they're going to affect your ads. I'm going to show you 5 solutions that you can do in order to improve your ads. And then at the end, I'll actually show you, first of all, an example ads you can run that perform very well. And I'll also be showing you the exact ad I was able to generate over 125 leads for 59 cents each. And I can almost guarantee you the targeting and the ad itself will shock you. So be sure to stay tuned at the end of this first half of the training so you don't miss out on that. A little bit of background on me. Darmela did a great job of the intro, but my name's Kyle Sutton. I'm a real estate agent here at eXp Realty. And like she mentioned, I built and scaled a lot of businesses by leveraging Facebook ads. I used to work in the e-commerce space. Now I use Facebook ads for my real estate business. I've spent multiple 6 figures on Facebook ads in the past. I have my own meta marketing expert directly from Facebook. So I have some of these insights on behind the scenes things that are going on before they're actually released out into the public. So I'm going to be able to give you guys some of the look sort of behind the curtains as to what's going on Facebook and how you can actually prevent some of these issues from affecting you. So first of all, what exactly is happening? What is the change that's coming up? So as you can see here, there's 3 important dates to be aware of. Number 1, the first 2 actually already passed. So as of August 25th, you can't create special ad audiences. As of September 13th, you can't actually use them in new ad creation. And then the big one, the one that's going to have the biggest impact, is as of October 12th, you are no longer allowed to use special ad audiences across your Facebook ads. Now, this is something that if you have a campaign running with one of those audiences, what's going to happen is your campaign should be paused, or potentially you could run into some issues where your ads start getting taken down. And that's where you run into some issues where you could end up with your account banned. So I was warned when I spoke to my meta expert that you have to be very, very cautious. And if you have any campaigns running with these types of ads, you must remove them before October 12th to avoid any issues when it comes to your account. Now, you might be wondering, especially if you're newer to Facebook, what exactly are special ad category? What's a special ads audience? So first of all, what's a special ads category? The special ads category is a category that you have to put all of your ads when they're relating to either housing, credit, or politics. Now, obviously, because we're agents, every single one of our ads have to go into the housing category. And essentially what it does is removes a lot of your targeting options. You can't target age, you cannot target gender. And when you target location, it has to be a minimum of a 15-mile radius. So unfortunately, once this was originally rolled out, you weren't able to target hyper-specific neighborhoods or locations. You had to go out into a 15-mile radius, which for some people, especially if you're in some smaller cities, it could be a bit challenging. Now, what is a special ads audience? Well, the special ads audience is essentially the special ads version of a lookalike audience. Now, if you don't know what a lookalike audience is, essentially what that is you can take, let's say, a list of your past clients and you can upload it to Facebook and tell Facebook to find people that are similar to your past clients. Because, if you have a list of people that have worked with you in the past, Facebook knows what characteristics they have that could be similar to others, meaning the people that those ads are being delivered to have a very high chance of probably working with you as well. So the special ads audience essentially is the lookalike for the special ads category, where behind the scenes, Facebook is able to remove some of the discriminatory targeting that you would be able to do on normal lookalikes. Now, those audiences are the ones getting completely removed. Now, these are the most powerful audiences on Facebook because it allows you to really scale at, especially if you have some higher budget, that really allows you to deliver your ads to the best quality of audience. And this is the ones where I've seen some of the highest performance, whether that was in e-commerce or in real estate. Lookalikes and special lookalikes are the best possible audiences that you can use. And these are the ones that are actually getting removed come October 12th of this year. Now, what can you actually do? So I have 5 different solutions that you guys can actually do. I'm going to be walking you through each one in depth and provide you with some options. Now, if you follow these 5, what that's going to allow you to do is not only start to capture some additional market share, but it's actually going to improve your entire real estate lead generation business because you're not solely relying on one platform. So the 5 different things are: use different platforms, leverage organic retargeting, use Facebook's intelligence, improve your ad quality, and focus on branding over advertising. So let's dive into each one of these individually. So first of all, different platforms. So for those of you that could be just fed up with Facebook, you don't want to use Facebook anymore, you can use a different platform. You could go to Google Ads, you could go to YouTube Ads, you could go to TikTok Ads. While they're not affected by these privacy changes that have been implemented, that Facebook's had to implement. Now, TikTok is probably the one right now that has the least restrictions just because it's so new. Google and YouTube is still a very good platform when it comes to targeting. But I can imagine sometime in the future, wouldn't be surprised if it's next year, where something similar happens to Google and YouTube ads, where they start to remove some of these targeting options to prevent discrimination and some other things as well. So what you can do is you can pull back completely from Facebook. And what you can actually use is you can only use, if you're going to use Facebook ads at all, if you're going to go this strategy, is just focus on retargeting. Now, retargeting, I'll show you, this is actually my second tip, is focus on the retargeting side. So retargeting, for those of you that don't know, it's also sometimes called remarketing, essentially allows you to send ads to somebody that's interacted with your business in the past. So whether that's somebody who let's say you've door knocked, you've cold called, you have their email, or if they're in your database, past clients, whatever that may be, you can upload that list to Facebook and tell Facebook to send those people your ads. So why these are so powerful is because it makes sure that people that already have some sort of awareness of who you are helps you keep top of mind with them. For example, let's say you're door knocking somebody and you get their contact information, but they're not looking to sell for another 6 to 12 months. Well, over those 6 to 12 months, you can continually send them ads. You can send them, let's say, a seller's guide ad. You can send them a video you did on how to sell your home for more money, etc. You can continue to send them ads so you stay top of mind everywhere they go. So retargeting, it pretty much just follows them around and it allows you to really stay top of mind. It's where, you've probably seen it in the past. If you've gone on a website like, let's say, Amazon looking for watches, then you start to go on Facebook and Instagram and you start seeing ads for watches. You start seeing ads for other watch companies and all these different things. It's because of the retargeting that they're doing. And what this all does is improves all of your prospecting methods, whether you're doing traditional prospecting like cold calling or door knocking, or whether you're doing some more modern strategies like different advertising, whether that's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever that may be. This allows you to improve all of that by keeping top of mind with those potential clients. And there's no changes at all to retargeting as of right now, even within the special ads category, which is great. Now, the next one, and this is the one that might be a bit surprising to some people, is that you just use Facebook intelligence. And what I mean by Facebook intelligence is that Facebook knows your potential clients better than you do. And that's because of something called pixel tracking. For those of you that aren't familiar, Facebook Pixel essentially is a little piece of code that every single advertiser that uses Facebook puts onto their website and starts to track everything that's going on. That's how you have that example I just gave you with Amazon. They have the Facebook Pixel installed. So they send that data to Facebook so their ads will be better. And then Facebook uses that data to also send you other ads from similar companies. Now, because of that, Facebook is constantly learning who your ideal client is as you continue to run ads. So over time, their algorithm continues to learn. And the longer you actually work with Facebook ads, the more money you spend over time, Facebook ads continue to get better and better and better because they're starting to develop who is your ideal customer more and more. And some of the best ads I've ever run actually had little to no targeting at all, just letting Facebook's algorithm figure out who they think is the best client possible. And it's worked out absolutely incredible. So with this new change, if you're using special ads audience, you can actually just go more broad targeting options and you can still find some great success by leveraging the Facebook intelligence. Now, number 4 is, this one's pretty important as well, is to improve your ad quality. If your ads are not being delivered to the best possible audience, you need to make sure that your ads themselves are actually better than they were before. So one of the best ways I can tell you that is to get on video. Do ads that where you're in the video, people can recognize your face, see who you are. Those are the ads that are going to perform a lot better. You need to provide a lot more value in your ads. Ads like in the past where you might see an agent post a photo of their headshot saying, hey, I'm the best agent in your city, come hire me. Yes, it's great, but it doesn't provide any value to the potential client and why they should actually work with you. So by actually providing value, whether that's something like a buyer's guide, a seller's guide, relocation tips, whatever that may be, in order to give people more value, you're going to be the one that's actually getting the clicks on the ads, which starts to improve your ads over time as well. And the last thing that's super important, which a lot of people forget about, is to test your ads. So what you want to do is you want to be testing your ads to find out which ads actually perform the best and which ads aren't performing as well, so you can scale out the ones that are doing well. So let's say you're looking for buyers, you may try and add like a custom list of homes, you may try a buyer's guide, you may try a video about moving to a certain city, and then you put those three up together and see which one would actually perform the best. Now, some of the things that are probably the easiest things to test that will make the biggest difference. Number one is sort of the angle. So what is the ad about? Like I mentioned there, whether it's a buyer's guide, a seller's guide, or whatever. Number two is going to be, if it's a video, it's going to be the first 2 or 3 seconds. If it's a photo, it's going to be something that's going to stop their, grab their attention, stop their scroll, something bright, something red, ideally works really well. And then lastly would be the copy. So the actual sales text that's in the caption of the post. That's going to be the biggest things that you can test in order to get the highest levels of conversion. Now, the last one is to focus more on branding instead of advertising, because right now, what's really changed over the past couple of years is how important a strong personal brand has become, especially for the real estate industry. Now, we probably all understand that your brokerage brand doesn't really do anything for you at all. It's all about who you are as a person, who you are as an agent, because buyers and sellers understand in 2022 that they're working with the agent and not necessarily the brokerage. So what you need to do is you need to have that strong personal brand, because when you're running ads, if you have a strong personal brand, people start to recognize you. They've seen your face multiple times. They've seen you pop up here and there. They have something that they know about you. They're going to be a lot more willing to click on your ad and actually work with you, because they've built that, know, like, and trust factor a lot more than somebody who they've never seen before. Which is why continually doing things like retargeting and posting strong ads that have your face in them on video work very, very well. And the big shift that we've seen, especially over the past little while, is that it's changed from the best agents are the people that know the most amount of people to now it's the best agents are the people that have the most people that know them. So by having a strong personal brand, that allows more people to know you, people reaching out directly to you, and you're not even selling your services anymore. They just want to work with you because of the content and the ads and all the other things that you're doing for your personal brand. And the last one that's super important to understand is you need to know what is your UVP or unique value proposition. Why should somebody work with you versus anybody else in your market? And the best way to sort of test that is to think about it like this. If you were in a listing presentation and the seller were to go to you and say, why should I work with you versus the top agent in the city? And unfortunately, if your answer is something like, well, I'll work super hard for you. I love working with people. I'll go above and beyond. Unfortunately, that's what pretty much every single licensed agent in the city is going to tell them too. So you need to figure out what is your thing that's going to be able to make you stand apart from these other agents, especially when you're in a conversation like that. So think about that and develop that into your ads, develop that into your content, and allow that to actually grow your business. And you'll find your conversion actually skyrockets by leveraging these solutions. So those are the 5 solutions that I wanted to share with you guys. Now what I want to show you is actually why I'm excited for this change and why this is actually a good thing for those people that leverage those 5 things that I just mentioned. Well, number one is that for those of you that don't know, Facebook ads operate on a bidding system. So what that means is if there's, for example, 10,000 realtors running Facebook ads in your market, and now because of these changes, people are fearful. People are, you probably see a lot of videos about people telling you the sky is falling because these changes. But what that's going to cause some people to back off Facebook entirely. Now, if there's less people running Facebook ads, you can actually deliver your ads for less meaning that you can actually get a lower cost per result or lower cost per lead, click, whatever your objective is, which means your ads are actually going to perform better. And what that actually feeds into is the fact that now you're delivering your ads to more people, meaning you're getting more impressions, more data, and more leads. Your Facebook is actually going to learn even faster, which means your ads are actually going to continue to improve even faster, meaning you're actually going to start to really separate from those that are pulling back from Facebook because you're doubling down, and it'll really allow you to start to scale your ads much, much faster. Now, what I'm going to show you are some example ads, because, you might be thinking this all sounds great, but I don't necessarily know which ads actually work, which ads don't. Well, number one, what I would tell you are, it depends on where you are in your market, but the best ads are ones that deliver the most amount of value, something that they can't find anywhere. For example, things like free home evaluation ads, those can work, but in 2022, a lot of sellers understand that a free home evaluation is a service that any agent in their market will do for them. It's not really that valuable. Where if you're able to give them something where they can't necessarily find on their own, or maybe it's a bit of work, or they have to do something that is not easy to the general public, this is where you start to get some incredible results. So first of all, left-hand side, this is where I found the best results for myself personally, are pre-construction ads. So whether that's new build condos, new build homes, depending on your market. Why this is so good is because this gives people information that's not available to the general public. To access information, you have to go through an agent or a broker. So by providing some additional value, by saying, hey, I can give you this information, all you have to do is, click the link in the ad and sign up. Well, what that allows you to do, people say, well, that's really valuable. I want that. And that's also going to prevent one of the biggest issues I hear about Facebook ads is that I'm getting fake information. For providing real value, you will get real information, which is going to turn into real leads and real clients. Now, these here in the middle, these are probably the best for brand new agents or experienced agents as well, but especially brand new agents. Just listed ads. Now, what these are, this is actually an example of one of the first ads I ever ran on Facebook as a new agent. And the reason why I wanted to bring your attention to this one is because, first of all, as a brand new agent, this is not my listing. This isn't a listing from another agent in my brokerage. I said, hey, I'm looking to run some ads. Can I promote your listing? They said, no problem. So I posted that, obviously, number one, looking to find them a buyer. But mainly the idea was I was looking for buyers that were looking for a similar type of property to this. So to me, whether they buy this or they just want to work with me as an agent to help them find something else, it doesn't matter, but it helps, promote yourself. And especially if you don't have any listings as a new agent, you don't know what to promote, you can promote a listing at another brokerage or at another agent at your brokerage, and that'll allow you to start generating some buyer leads. Now, this one here on the right-hand side, this is also one of the highest converting ads that we run over here. And this is a custom list of homes. Now, the one caveat I will say about the custom list of homes is that you do require an IDX integrated website or a website that's integrated with your local MLS or something similar in order for these to work. Thankfully, here at EXP, we get KV Core for free, which does have IDX integration. So what that means is I can select a certain area, a certain type of home, and I can make a custom list and send that to people. The ones that work the best are a custom list under a certain price point. So for example, let's say the average home in your market sells for $600,000. What I'd recommend doing is making a custom list of homes under $550,000. And then all you do is you set it up on your website, they click the link, you get the lead, and then they get sent directly to your website with a list that updates automatically through your website, which is super valuable because yes, they can access this information by going to websites like Zillow, Realtor.com or whatever. But by having this curated list that's constantly sent to them, it does provide that value and really allows you to actually get them to capture the lead. And you can obviously follow up with them and you'll know what type of properties they're looking for. So it really helps with the conversion as well. Now, lastly, before we go into any questions, what I want to do is I'm going to show you guys the exact ad that I use to generate those leads. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to pull it up right here for you guys. Here we go. Perfect. So here's the ad. This is actually the end of that day. So it ended up being at the end of that day, it was 137 leads for 65 cents each by the end of that day. And I'll show you the exact ad that I used, which is this guy right here. And the way that the ad looks like here, I'll show you right here. So as you can see, the ad's very simple. This is one of the first ads that I ran at the time. The ad is incredibly simple. The copy is very short, but it's providing people with actual real value, something that they can't necessarily find anywhere else. Very, very high level. But the important thing I wanted to draw your attention to is the targeting. You can see when you see the name of it there, that there's actually, go down here, no detailed targeting at all. So right now I could run this ad after October 12th with the exact same targeting as this, and I would still be able to run it without any changes and still be able to get results. As you can see, the only thing I targeted were locations. So you can see these are just the different areas that I believed were going to be capture the leads for these different projects here. And that's it. No age, no gender, nothing at all. Just specifically the location, and let Facebook intelligence figure it out from there. And that's how I was able to generate so many leads at such a great price.